Today on the driver's seat, we're here in Malibu Beach, California, and we're going to talk about Audi A6s. Oh, the history of the A6 goes back to 1994, and now it's grown into a full lineup. You have 4 models. You have the A6 2.0, followed by the A6 3.0, the supercharged. There's even a TDI and the top of the line V8 S6. We're going to focus on these 2 models today. This is essentially a mid-cycle refresh for Audi. What does that mean? It means you can change certain things, but not the whole shape of the car. So what they've done is they've kind of changed the ass a little bit, changed the face a little bit, under the hood some improvements, and a lot of improvements in the technology department. The design changes for the new A6 are subtle, yet very effective. So what they've done is they've widened the grille just a little bit, they've added chrome around it, but a lot of the changes were done here with the headlights. All new DRLs, all new headlights. Before it was a series of almost dots, kind of looked like a connect the dot project. Now you have a nice clean line. It's really going to be effective and very visible at nighttime. Moving over here to the A6, you have all new taillights, all new LEDs in the back. You also have this new trapezoidal exhaust. You only get that on the A6. When you move into the S6, you have the sportier looking exhaust. But nice little subtle changes, but you know, it just kind of gives it a more updated, more modern look. I'm about to do something I have never been able to do in any Audi product. This is a USB, and I'm going to plug it in. It's taken Audi many years to get to this point, and we're so glad they do. Now, new for 2016, 2 USB ports. Welcome to the 21st century. But all kidding aside, the main changes in here are you have all new wood inlays. If you can get in here and look at the detail, there are a lot of layers involved in making this veneer. It looks like something you would find in a $200,000 car and not a $50,000 car, but it's just gorgeous. But right here, the MMI and the infotainment screen, this is where a lot of the changes. You have the next generation MMI. You now have 4G Wi-Fi available in here, and you have a brand new screen which has double the resolution, double the contrast. This is a much better, much improved system. Let's face it, we spend a lot of time in these cars, and having a good infotainment screen is key, especially to luxury car buyers. If you thought having 2 USB ports in an Audi is breaking technology news, wait till you see their new Mmi Connect app. This is a really cool app available for Android and Apple smartphones. We have Mark from Audi who's going to walk us through. He took a picture of me, and he's going to use that picture to navigate to the destination.
Yeah, so we have the Audi Mmi Connect app that you can download like you do with any other app. It's free. And it allows you to do several things, among which is to take an image or to receive an image and to upload it in through the app into the car and then navigate to that destination. So you can see here I have the picture of Ron. It's a little small, I'm sure. And then at the same time you can see where that is on the map on my phone. I've sent that into the car, and when I go and I click in to I have to get to the right spot here. Click into the destinations that I want to go to, and it will just bring up the image of Ron as well as the location of where that is. I click on that, and then I can start route guidance on it.
The route is being calculated.
And you can just navigate to that point. So
The destination is not.
whether you're trying to find a location again when you were on a trip, or whether you're trying to meet someone for lunch, it's one easy way for you to get there.
Audi's engine philosophy is pretty simple. They want to make fun, powerful engines that are also fuel efficient, and they also want to have this half a liter per cylinder mentality, meaning that for a 4-cylinder like we have on the right, you're going to have a 2-liter engine. For a V8, we're going to have a 4-liter engine. So let's talk about this one first. A lot of improvements. This is essentially the next generation of Audi's 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. Horsepower is up from 220 to 252. It's available in a front wheel or all-wheel drive, and if you get the front wheel, you're going to get a 7-speed dual clutch. If you get the all-wheel drive quattro, you're going to get an 8-speed. Now, moving forward over here, you have the top of the food chain in the A6 lineup. This is the S6, and it has a powerful 4-liter V8. As if 420 horsepower wasn't enough in this pretty recently introduced engine. That's been upped to 450, and you get 27 miles per gallon on the highway. Of course, because of all this power, it's only going to be available with a Quattro, because you got to be able to harness all that power. So it's amazing what Audi's done with these engines, and now we're going to get behind the wheel and put them to the test. As mentioned, this is a mid-cycle refresh for the A6, so not a whole lot of changes. I mentioned the wood inlay, which in order to get, you have to go up to the Prestige Plus package, which is $3,000, and another $500 for the wood inlay. Considering how much time you spend in here, I think that's money well spent. But where the real changes have been are under the hood and in the MMI system and the navigation system. As mentioned, a much clearer, higher contrast, more vivid screen, and having 4G and having a faster processor just makes for an overall better user experience. But this engine, when you consider that a 220 horsepower, 2-liter, 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, that's not bad. At 252, that's a significant upgrade, and they got better fuel economy. That's what Audi's all about. And this is going to be the bread and butter engine while driving the the 3-liter supercharged or the V8 turbo is nice. Those account for a very small percentage of sales in the A6 lineup. It's this engine right here that is going to make up about 70% of the sales, and with the kind of fuel economy it's getting, you can easily get about 30. It certainly makes a good argument. Not to mention the starting price of $45,000 for a front-wheel drive, about $48,000 for a Quattro. We've got paddle shifters here and a very fast shifting transmission. To mention, the front wheel drive gets a 7-speed dual clutch. We're in a Quattro, so we're getting the 8-speed Tiptronic transmission. It's a ZF transmission. Very responsive, works great with this engine. Gives you performance when you need it. Also gives you fuel economy when you need that. The nice thing about the A6 lineup is you have so many options. If you really need a lot of range and great fuel economy, go for the TDI. You want performance but don't want to spend a ton of money, the 3-liter supercharged is certainly a wonderful option. And of course, if money's no object, step up and get the S6, 450 horsepower. That's pushing some BMW M numbers.